All right. Hey everybody. Sorry, we got to start this vlog again. We got like the anti-Nazism sensed what we were talking about, and they cut off our power to our phone source because our topic today is hate and hate groups, and the most prevalent groups that are concerned with the hate happen to be neo-Nazis, and Ku Klux Klan, and skinheads. Some of them you would argue with me that they're not a hate group, such as skinheads, because or neo-Nazis, because they just want to have own their own race, commingling, and they only want to be around their own race. So you would say that, oh, that's not racism. Well, then what is racism? Exactly. It's not like people running around in a track or anything like that. It's people considering. One of them, I think, racism and bigotry. One of them is considers himself more inferior, more superior than the other race, and I don't know which one it is. It's bigotry or racism, one or the other. One of them is like that.
Bigotry.
Bigotry is where you consider your.
It's where you believe that they're inferior, and racism is where you believe you're superior.
Oh, okay, so that's bigotry when you believe that your race or you're not. This is where people.
It doesn't have to be race. It just has to be anything. Like, oh, anyone who plays as the black in chess is very bad.
Okay, or even a bigotry could be like Catholics and Jews, or Catholics and Protestants. That's bigotry.
It doesn't have to be race.
Right.
It doesn't have to be religion.
It doesn't have to be religion. That's
anything.
Right. So that's bigotry. Let's get the definition straight. Hey, Mr. Sheriff, arrest me.
Arrest me. Shoot me right here.
Shoot me in the leg and make me walk. Anyway, that was just a cop that was passing by. Oh, not that I'm a bigot. Anyway, so that's bigotry, is when you think that you're superior to any other person or ethnicity or religion or something else. Now, racism is where you think that your race, is that right, Stout?
Yeah.
Axel?
Yeah.
Where your race is the superior race, and that's what Adolf Hitler. Hey, Sieg Heil. Okay, whatever. I'd like to do that when someone makes me laugh. That is when racism comes in the board, that you think that your race is superior to other races, which it isn't, and that's where people get all this stupid Darwinism theories. Huh? Yeah. Okay. Little Axel had to take a little breaky because he's inferior. He's an inferior race. Oh, it's my son. Right. Never mind. Kind of got it mixed up there. But anyway, getting to the point, this racism and the Ku Klux Klan and the hate groups and the neo-Nazis and all this crap, they are dealing with stuff that they totally do not understand. First of all, Adolf Hitler was confirmed a Catholic, baptized a Catholic, and came from a Catholic family. Even though he didn't keep up his religion, he was Catholic, and most of the Nazis were Catholic.
Yeah, most of the Germans were Catholic because they believe that one of the things they used to push Jews as bad people was the idea that the Jews killed Jesus.
That was the stereotype.
Well, that was what they pushed.
They pushed it, and that's where everybody believed. Like, well, they always thought that the Jews killed him, but we did a vlog the other day where we showed you that it wasn't the Jews. The Jews did not kill Jesus. It was the Romans. The Romans are Italian.
They say so or not.
And whether they say so or not, it's Pontius Pilate issued the death warrant to have Jesus crucified. That would be like me going to court and telling the government of Washington or the government of California that, hi, Judge, I think you should put this guy in jail because I don't like the way he's blaspheming. And the judge would say, well, what has he done to you? And I say, well, he's a blasphemous. I cannot do anything. Oh, then you're not taking care of what the Constitution gave you. You're not doing what the government said. You're not protecting government. Whatever. I don't know the details. And then so he says, like, well, geez, I better do what the government does because I am working for the people. Well, then I condemn you to death. They want me to kill you. I got to kill you, So that's the way it was, man. I mean, the Jews the Jews can't do that. They can't even they're lawyers, they're accountants. That's where you go to them for stuff, when you need a bagel or something like that, you go to a Jewish person. They're nice people. They've never had their own land for centuries, except when they come out of Egypt. They were searching in the desert for 40 years. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. We're talking about hate crimes, and we already told you Adolf Hitler was a Catholic, so the neo-Nazis and whatever hate Catholics. Why? Because I guess I don't know why, but that's stupid. And then they got all this stuff coming out now with the DNA. We're Irish, okay? My family's Irish. We're descendants of an Irish king, believe it or not. So I got to get myself an Irish Celtic cross. But okay, so what now? So what? Nobody's pure around here no more. They never were. We can trace our ancestry from Iberia.
The only pure bloods are incestual.
Yeah. The only true bloods are What is it? Incestual, which means incest, and that means like you marry your mother, your cousin, your first cousin, and then
That's how you say pure blood.
That's right, and that's what they do with when the dog breeders. They breed the dogs with their sisters, their brothers, and whatever, and that's how come through the years they become weaker and weaker, and more prone to disease and stuff. So that's a crazy idea, and most of these ideas come from women, believe it or not. I don't want to push it on the women, but like I said, what was that name? The word again we use when eugenics. Eugenics. Yeah. It's when they can determine the sex of a baby, or they just decide that they're going to alter and make a better race. It was created by a woman, German woman, during the World War II, and that same eugenics and that same woman's plan and blueprint was used. Wait, go ahead. Was used by the by Planned Parenthood. And if you remember how they always are in the poor neighborhoods, the black neighborhoods, the Latino neighborhoods, the lower echelon of the socioeconomic ladder neighborhoods, because they don't know any better, and they're trying to convince them that this is a good thing. We're going to do this for you, but you don't see them.
They say that they're going to do so many different things. Yeah, abortion is always our number one thing.
Yeah, abortion of minority babies, and
babies.
Well, if you happen to get in there, it is. But the biggest push was to get rid of minority babies, and that was it. Just go ahead and start reading. Walk me across it. Yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm not afraid. And so we're dealing with eugenics, and so it was started by a woman, and now after I'm waiting for a car to pass. So we're dealing with those rudimentary things. This video is just a really short top crop of the top of just the basics, just showing you how stupid these. Yeah, skimming to show you how stupid all these hate groups are, like the KKK, and don't say, oh, okay, the Black Panthers were a hate group too. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, they were, but they needed something at that time in the '60s to fight the other hate groups that were coming along, But again, we all know and we all learn that violence leads to violence. It's never gonna be anything. So but I'm drifting off my topic and doing off neo-Nazism. Neo-Nazism is the belief that pure race, right, Axel? And we're just telling you how stupid that is, because nobody's pure, really. We all interact with each other, and if you don't have to interact with people. You can live in the same neighborhood. Doesn't mean you have to talk to them. So and if you're afraid that we're gonna get all the good jobs, the minorities are gonna get the good jobs and stuff like that, well, just study harder, and try and just be a better person, and you know, and then you're all trying to be, they all try to be Christian. They say they're Christian and they believe in Jesus. Well, Jesus was a Jew. Hello, wake up. Jesus was, yeah, like, hello, Jesus was Jewish. So, you still, and you don't even know what part of the Bible you guys are worshiping. You don't know if you're doing on the First Testament or the Second Testament. And when I say you guys, I mean skinheads, racists, whatever. You can say whatever you want to say. I'm just telling you the way it is. You really don't know what you're talking about. You're just finding an argument, and you're basing all your information on the stuff that you want to believe, and you're using it, and you're picking and grabbing all kinds of things from the Bible, maybe, or from your manifesto, or and you're trying to make a proof, but you have no authority to say anything from the Bible because you have no religion, and the Bible is religion, and nobody has the authority to say that except for the people who wrote the book, and the book that was written is by the Jews and the Universal Church, which happens to be the Catholic Church, who put it together. The Jews put the First Testament. Wait, no, wasn't that what's the first part of it?
The first part of the Bible is the
called
Jew thing.
Yeah, but it's the First Testament.
Yeah, First Testament.
And then the Second Testament is coming of Jesus, and that's the part that the Universal Church, which we would call the Catholic Church, put together. And it was first printed around the 1500s when they invented the printing press, and that's why it would happen to circulate all over the world, and people started reading it. But with reading it,
but people forget
they were reading it, but it was written down, but they're reading it without authority, which means that they were just trying to interpret it literally to their own interpretations, which you really cannot do. But I know I didn't say a lot on the skinheads and the neo-Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan, but I had to skim them. Well, white is nothing because white just means caucus. They come from Caucasus, Caucasus is the northern end of Europe, which was where they came up with the word Caucasian. Because where are they coming? They come from the Caucasus Mountains. They're Caucasians, and their complexion was a light skinned. And is that right, Axel? More or less.
Kind of.
Kind of.
But no one is actually Caucasian anymore. So
right.
Because the Caucasus are dead people.
There are dead people, just like the Dead Scrolls. So I think what we're telling you
just
guys.
Like Latin.
Yeah, just like Latin,
No one really speaks it anymore.
Right, and
it's remnants.
Yeah, except on the emblems of the Marine Corps emblem, that's about it. And maybe on a couple of quarters. But other than that, guys, study hard, go to school, get a good job, be a good person, greet your neighbor, and live in harmony and on stuff like that. And hey, buy a beanie. Go on, I don't know. But, I just had to say that and leave the year with that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens on the next vlog. But anyway.
Nacho.
Nacho.